How you doing? Right, I thought I would just take you on a day doing my job as a reporter for BT Sport on the Gallagher Premiership, which I'm doing today here at Kingsholm, home of Gloucester Rugby. All right, afternoon, you all right?
Yeah, good.
How do?
Good.
As you can see, car park is empty currently. It's what, 4 hours to kick off currently? No, not that long, is it? Well, 3.5, nearly 4 hours to kick off. I'll be honest, I'm not normally here this early. I worked at Newcastle last night, so that means I've arrived by train a little bit earlier than normal. I love coming to this place. Kingsholm is very, very special place to watch rugby. Really passionate fans, and their team's not been doing well. So, and this is the sort of thing that I do my research on and goes through my head when I'm getting ready for a game like this. And I was crunching some stats earlier, and 2 months ago, and Gloucester were 3rd place after they won here against Harlequins. 4 defeats later, they're in 9th place in the league. That is how tight the Gallagher Premiership has been. And, well, Gloucester were looking set for the playoffs, and now they're struggling to qualify for the Champions Cup next season. And that is what is on the line for them. Their opponents, Sale, by contrast, have been top 2 pretty much the whole season long, and are going great guns, and are looking to finish strong as they move into the playoffs. There's Sale just arriving now. You alright? How do? You alright? Is that all the kit in the back of that?
No, it's all in the change already.
Oh right, sound. So first job, that's the players and officials all arrive. I'll show you around there in a bit. But this is the broadcast trucks of BT Sport covering the game today. All the trucks there. There's a lot of setup goes into it, and there's a lot of people that you don't realise are part of it. But first things first, I need to get a brew. This is Kingsholm before the noise, before the atmosphere, and even though their team have not been doing well, the noise that you'll hear from these fans later will be something else, especially from the famous shed. This terrace. I love a terrace. Standing room only, and there are people that arrive here well before kickoff to get their spot. And this is a rite of passage for Gloucester fans. Brilliant fun if you're an away fan to come and stand in as well, or just a neutral, as I am. And yeah, it's also got the sunshine at the minute, so I'm gonna perch in the shed. Take it all in. I love this place. Ugh. One of our BT Sport cameras, and this will be one of those ones that captures those in-goal decisions on tries. I'll do you right. And this pokey little box is where I work. Small but perfectly formed. I have to squeeze in beside those tackle bags when I'm interviewing George Skibbington, and I've never spotted that before. All these years I've been coming here, I've only just spotted there's a stash of sweets here. Missed that. So yeah, this is the interview room. I've got 2 interviews to do before the game today, both directors of rugby, Alex Anderson and George Skibbington. Sorry. Oh, look at all this. I'm just going to have a nose at the stash. What we got there?
That's all the spare shirts.
Oh.
Come in if you want.
Oh yeah, can I? Awesome. Love it.
It's not finished yet. We'll have all pictures of the players. They go all around the top. Motivational pictures. Yeah.
Class.
We've got to get the 23 plus 7 travelling reserves in here today, plus 2 massage tables, everything else.
It's one of the nicer places to come, isn't it? Like this is quite a decent setup. Like Bath, for example.
Could be bigger. But,
yeah.
It's better than Bath's changing room and Leicester's changing room.
Yeah. Do you know what? It always pleases me that it doesn't matter how professional rugby gets, how always Jaffa cakes. No jelly babies though.
Flat check. No Moams.
No Malwams anymore.
We know we do have Moams.
Oh, you do have Malwams.
But I only put them out when the players arrive. Otherwise, the staff eat four packets before the players arrive.
Oh, I'll just run you through the names. What a season this young man has had.
Yeah.
How good for him to be back.
Yeah.
What a signing.
Out. Carry on.
Okay, I won't mention that.
Yeah.
Lisa Life, keeping fit. What a season, and back in the 13 shirt. This is what the new iteration of Sale Sharks is all about, right there. Those two lads.
And Rafi Quirk next.
Oh, and Rafi, yeah. Rafi, who played at my local club, Broughton Park. And my lad and his teammates. In fact, I'm going to try and grab Rafi just to give him a little video message to the lads at Broughton Park.
Right.
They're on their tour this weekend.
Sure you want.
John O'Ross, what a man. The twins, bossing it. And there we go. That's a meaty pack, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a meaty pack. I'm just curious, can I just look what size Johnny Hill, does he have a...
3? No, it's not big.
Just 3XL.
Just 3XL.
Only 3XL.
Cymac 4XL.
Cy McIntyre 4XL.
He's the biggest.
Yeah. Another Broughton Park lad. Love it. Top man for that, appreciate that.
No worries, mate.
Awesome. Don't think there's anyone here yet. No, first one here. So yeah, the media room at Gloucester. Through here, if I can just have a little peek. Yeah. Through there is a bit of a player space. They come and hang out here before the game, just in this little area, and up there, more hospitality areas up there. But really, really friendly club. Well, let's have a look at who these shirts are. Who have we got? Phil Blakeaway, John Fiddler, Richard Mogg, Steve Boyle, Dr. Arnold Alcock, One Cap, 1906. Love that. Canon Mervyn Hughes, 44 appearances for Gloucester, club chairman. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Imagine being like this is like I say, this is where the players come and hang out. Imagine being a player and realising you're part of this history. It must be inspiring. Don't normally come in here, to be honest. I'm not normally here early enough to do it. And those are the teams for the game today. Although we did just get that little bit of an exclusive, which obviously I won't be able to put up on YouTube until no Tomo Flatty. Now, the interesting bit about that, can I really be honest for a second? Tomo Flatty is in my fantasy rugby team, and now I've got wind that he's injured. I need to go and change my side. Okay, this is the broadcast truck, which I'm going to be a bit quiet when I go around because I don't want to disturb anyone doing work. Although, again, I think I'm here early enough that doesn't really matter. Through there is where the director, producer sit with the big desk. All the cameras being operated. Sound team through the back. Everyone's just rigging up at the minute, checking everything. This here, you'll meet him in a bit, he's Brando. He's my eyes and ears for the day. He's always got my back. But at this point in the proceedings, there's some people that have been here for hours already, and just, as you can see, miles and miles of cable going in every direction, patching up every conceivable camera angle and audio feed you can imagine, and I haven't got a clue what any of that does, but I'm glad that they do it, so I get to do what I do.
I'm kicking tea over, and you'll be there for the first one, and Alex that side.
Am I
Yeah, you're fine. You're good there. If you shuffle to your left and touch, there you go, and you're still out of shot. No, it's fine. That's cool.
So I'm in shot there?
Yeah. But if you keep yourself there.
Yeah. We'll go for that there, like let them
doesn't feel like that at the moment.
No, very good.
Yeah, we just
stop drying your hands for a sec.
people drying their hands in the toilet beer with us.
Is that public?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. Yeah.
Right. If we're happy, we're going to crack on. Nick, you happy?
Yeah, good.
George, what sort of a reaction have you had to a disappointing Derby day last weekend?
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, there was no sort of getting away from what cost us in that game, but the boys played some good rugby. It's probably some of the best attacking rugby we've played, which is something we've tried to push. But you know, we got dusted up in the scrum, and you know that's something you just got to put your hands up. You got to review it, and you got to work a little bit harder. So we haven't shied away from why we lost that game, and you know the Premiership is massively about set piece. You can play all the rugby you want, but if your set piece isn't in a good spot, you lose.
Alex, you can seal a home semi-final today. I'm curious, what's the mindset in the group like compared with the playoff qualifying team of 2 years ago?
Yeah, different actually. Having a chat to Ben Curry on field after our session on Thursday, and we felt probably a couple of years ago like we'd won some form of competition, you know, by way of lottery ticket, and at that point everything had to be right for us to be contenders. 2 years down the line, 2 seasons down the line, we feel like we weren't where we are now. It's more of a business mindset to it, less emotion, and some real belief, underlying belief on the back of some of the performances. So yeah, totally different mindset to where we were 2 years ago.
That's Chris, one of our cameramen.
Hey,
It's alright, don't need to say anything, it's fine. It's only me. That's out, Hamish, that's looking the bollocks, mate.
it's coming off soon.
Is it?
Yeah, it's coming off. It's too hot in the summer, so it'll be off shortly.
I love it. It's 32 minutes to kick off, and over there it's rammed. That doesn't really happen at many other grounds. I found the pre-match interviews interesting. The steel in Alex Sanderson, and the way he talked about the difference between the Sale Sharks side now and the one that got to the playoffs 2 years ago. Just yeah, they're in a very, very good place. Gloucester, meanwhile, you got a sense that there's a little bit of exasperation, and the one thing I found really interesting, and I might ask him more about after the game if I chat to George Skivington again, is when he said he hasn't had the chance to get the competition in training. I think that's basically because they've got a lot of injuries. Well, I don't know, is it that he can't some players aren't at threat of their place on the team? Interesting. Just goes to show, like, all the preparation in the world, and sometimes the top 2 inches is what makes the difference. But make no mistake, they are going to want to put things right after losing at home to their big rivals last weekend. So big game. Just watching Sale warm up, one of the things I noticed is that you can have all the subtle and
Working.
oh yeah,
working, yeah?
this is Brando,
Evening.
floor manager, which basically means like personal PA of mine. You get my coffee,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah, I look after
Yeah.
floors.
Yeah. Sale, you can have as many like complex and subtle attacking shapes as you want. They've just been practicing in their team run, forwards running hard round the corner. A little bit old school, but it's like scrums. There's always a place for old school, and it's always going to be needed in rugby, and Sale do that better than most.
Johnny May straightens through the hole, lifts it off the ground, and Ludlow! Past Carpenter, and Reece Zammit now does have space, and Reece Zammit will finish here. Caring upfield, and Reed will have it. And will that Ben Morgan kick come back to bite Gloucester on the backside? Yes, it will. It's John O'Ross's score, and Curry's away, and he's got Ford and James for company. Curry goes wide, George Ford, Sam James. That might do it. Crossfield from Hastings. May is waiting. Plenty to do here for Johnny May. Darts past 1 and 2, and there it is.
That's a nice touch. Billy Twelvetrees taking the kick in his final game here at Gloucester. I was going to cut. Let me take that. Nice moment. This is rugby right here. This is rugby. Rugby. Sorry.
Gloucester have their losing bonus point. It could have been much, much more. Sale get it done, and it will be the Sharks who will play their semi-final in a few weeks' time in Salford.
And Ben, before we talk about Sale, I just want to say how nice it was to see your teammates clapping Billy Twelvetrees as he kicked. Rugby is a pretty special sport sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's probably been one of the greatest of the game. I knew before I came into professional rugby, I was watching Billy play for England, so it's pretty cool to be a part of that, and I just want to say congratulations to him on an amazing career.
Well, congratulations to you. How does it feel to know officially now that is your last away game that you're going to play this season, and that your fans can start making plans for a home semi-final?
Yeah, it's really nice for them. But on the flip side for us, it's all about preparation now. So I think we've got a week off next week. Well, week off. A lot of preparation is going to go into this next 2 weeks now, or 3-4 weeks. Discipline threatened to cost you at one point. But what's it like leading a side that show the resilience and attitude that Sale do? Yeah, definitely. It was probably, well, it's a completely different game to last week. I think last week probably went our way a bit, whereas that game really challenged us. I think, it's put us in great stead. And to be fair, it's probably not the first time we've been down to 13 men this season. So, if that happens again, we're definitely prepared for it. And you seem to bring that northern grit, that identity that you strive for to life. And you also got to make sure that Man City aren't the only team in the Northwest chasing silverware. Yeah, and United aren't too far off. Maybe in the next few years, just having a bit of a blip at the moment. Sorry not to mention that, Ben. Congratulations, you're our Gallagher man of the match. Well done.
Right, you're going to hit the terms live in the interview.